will never have that package, and we will not have that package after today. And obviously the price goes up even if I have a couple left, but I don't think that's gonna happen. All right, we're gonna keep Allie with us for one more item. We're gonna talk about this, and this is from We Are Memory Keepers, who we love. This is really so darn clever, and I absolutely love the price on this too, because it's called the Rolling Project Cart. It's the first time we've ever had this on the air. And it's to not only get your projects all organized, but guess what? Each of these act like trays. So if you're working on one project and you want to stop and wait, and then you want to store the second project you're in the middle of, you're going to do that as well. So you get the entire cart, and with this we also have 5 flex pays. It rolls for ease. We love that. But what a smart idea from We Are. So Allie, can you kind of share us the story behind this?
Yes, so well, first, Suzanne, I really want to show you, here's the box you're gonna get, and it's gonna go from this to that in about 15, 20 minutes, and you've got all the tools you need, so you don't need to hit the garage, just put it together, great instructions, easy to do. But yes, the story behind this is, it's meant to be kind of an extension of your workspace. So if you have a limited craft space, or you like to do lots of crafts, this is gonna be great for you. It's gonna be a game changer. So you can store large scale craft tools on top. You can store your paper trimmers and your punch boards. You know, it's big enough. It's 12 by 15 3/4. So scrapbook pages can fit on there. Paper pads can fit on there. Like you said, if you're in the middle of a craft project and you can't finish it during your craft time, just store everything on there that you need, put it back in the tray, and pull it out when you're ready to craft again, and you've got the time to do that. And again, these are made so that you can slide them out from the front, and they've got a lip in the back here so that it holds that tray in place when you slide it back in, and you can remove it. Another thing I love, Suzanne, is if you work on projects that need to be drying, like painting or maybe inking or stamping, or mediums, gel mediums, this is a great way to dry them without worrying about them getting moved or debris on them or stuck to other things. They'll just stay safe in there, and they can dry. And you don't have to take up all the space like I do on my kitchen table when I'm trying to dry all the craft projects that I've made, or on the counters in my kitchen. So that's really handy. So and like you said, spins around 360 degrees. It can roll from room to room, from space to space within your craft room. So I think that's super handy as well.
You know what's funny,
Suzanne,
Allie?
it's just an incredible deal.
You know what's interesting is when you have it on a tabletop, it looks much smaller. When you see it in person, it's actually a really great size. So I like you can put it on a tabletop, but it's funny. Yeah. It must be an optical illusion from your cameras, because you can see.
I think it is.
Isn't it funny? Because these are actually really big trays. I mean, they're big.
They are.
And look at my height. I mean, I'm about 5'6", and you can see it comes up almost to counter height. So I want you to understand that this is really a heavy duty, nice sized item. The other cool thing, like you said, if you're working with a wet project, or maybe your kids are doing wet projects, this is easy to rinse off and dry. So you're not having to worry about staining these. And I love it too, because I am never done with a project in one sitting. It's always like I get halfway through, then literally I do it on my kitchen table. So I have to clear everything off. I've got to stack it somewhere else, or put it in a box, and it all gets a mess. And then we eat dinner, and then next time I bring my project out, I have to bring the whole mess back out. This is awesome, guys, because you just pull it out. And also what I like is you can do your everyday things on top. Maybe this is all the supplies you use constantly, and then maybe you use things that you use occasionally down below. Or if you're mass producing something, let's say you're really cranking out, maybe it's going to be t-shirts for the soccer team. You're going to use our new Today's Special, and you want to get all the tees organized in the sizes, and you want to get all the vinyls finished and organized, and then we're ready to crank them out. This is going to be so handy for that. But I like what you said too, Allie, if I was sitting down, this would be really convenient, because you could roll it right up next to you when you're working, and it just gives you that extra organizational space as well.
Yes, it does. That's what I love about it, is you can fit those larger scale tools that you want to use, but that take up way too much real estate on your craft craft area. So you can keep them on here and have them within arm's reach right next to you. So you just grab and go and take them. The other thing, Suzanne, I think that's cool about these is to set up stations. So like if you like to do multiple kinds of crafts, like yarn crafts we've got here, right? So there's your yarn craft station. And then maybe you want to do some gift wrap. So we've got our gift wrap station, right? And so journaling, card making, so you can create stations with each of those trays that you can do multiple activities and have them stored vertically. Because again, you know, this, if you multiply the, 12 by 15 3/4 times 6, that's a lot of surface space for you to use, an extension of your work surface in your craft room. Here's another idea for sorting puzzles. I don't know about you guys, but we like to do puzzles at our house. And if you want to sort out the corner pieces, the edge pieces, you know, the different color pieces, you can use the different trays to store those pieces and, you know, keep it right next to your table where you're working on your craft area, or, sorry, your puzzle. So I think that's a great idea. Also, if you have grandkids that are going to be coming and hanging out with you this summer, or kids, you know, then you've got the opportunity to put an art station for them, to create an art station for them. So you've got, you know, all of their favorite craft supplies in each of those trays, and they can dry their art there as well. So, and at this price, I say grab more than one. Don't you think, Suzanne?
Oh, completely. I love it because you know what? It's a really neutral color. It's gray. It's going to match any interior. And I really do think once you get this at home, you'll go, for me, I saw it and I said, oh yeah, this would be everything I use constantly. Like I'm always using my paper trimmer, right? And I'm always using my tape runners. But down below, like for example, all of my stamping basics, I have in a box and I have to reach way under my kitchen table and pull it out from a shelf. And then I open the box up, and then those are all my stamping basics that I use whenever I'm gonna stamp. It'd be so much easier to have them right here. And then down below here, maybe it's, I'm working on a whole bunch of Christmas cards and I'm ready to do mass production of Christmas cards, and I've got it all organized here. And then again, this could be all, like I think what you're gonna find basically is you're gonna go, oh wow, I can finally have this customized space and not have stuff just spread everywhere all over the place. Especially, you know what it is when you're working with a lot of dies and you've got a whole bunch of those little die pieces, and you wanna keep them all organized so they don't get lost. This will be perfect for that as well. So I think you're gonna have a ball with it. Again, we have 5 flex. You can get this home for $13.99. And again, this is the first time it's ever been on the air. And once again, you think about 15 minutes, you do get all the tools I heard you mention.
Yes, you get all the tools. You get full instructions. It comes in that box that's just basically the size of the trays. So you don't need to hit the garage for any fancy tools. You can put it together in 15, 20 minutes. Easy to do, one-person job.